Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeffrey back with another video. Hey, y'all, I'm sharing y'all a video today. Y'all probably seen, I wasn't going to do a video on this. Y'all probably seen this so many times before. I had a neighbor of mine, not really a neighbor, a friend of mine, that wanted some smothered pork chops for dinner tonight. This is Sunday if you're watching it. And he brought them over here. It's about 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. These beautiful pork chops here. And he asked if I could cook them for him for Sunday night dinner for him and his family. I said, yeah. So I say it'll be late in the evening because I got a church and whatever, and I'd rather have them hot where he ain't got to warm them up. So just got home from church. I had to go to 2 church services on Sunday. Y'all don't know. I go to 8:30 service at one church. Yeah, I drive back across town here and go to 11 o'clock service. Just like my brother, he goes to 2 services too with 2 other different churches with my mom. So I'm a busy person on Sundays, but I promise him when I get home, I will do this for him. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some smothered pork chops. I'm going to do them in my, I can't even talk right now, y'all. Can't even think. In my, can't think of the name of the pot. In my pot here that I put in the oven. Dutch oven. Oh my God, I can't believe that. And I'll just give him the whole pot to take with him and he'll bring it back. I've did that before. So first thing I'm gonna do, y'all, I'm gonna season the pork chops up. Y'all seen this before. I'm gonna do it with a light onion gravy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my little cabinets on here. Make sure they well seasoned, y'all. Well seasoned. Use my shake here. Y'all know my old school shake. My granulated garlic. She's all good and seasoned. And my salt and kosher salt and white pepper. I'm gonna do the other side here. But yeah, these take about maybe a couple hours to cook in the oven. And he got all the sides. He said I ain't have to worry about the sides, just do the pork chop. I said, well, ain't no big deal. All I gotta do is bread them off. Y'all see how quick this is once I do it. Yeah, nice Sunday here and come out of church, eat some dinner, and then cook some food here. And like I say, this is no big deal, this one here. It's actually very simple. Very simple dish here. Season them up really good, and then of course I'll season later I like to season twice. I'll season later the actual gravy. Okay, now I got my pot here heating up. All I'm gonna do is get me some flour here in a bowl. And all I do is just dust it in flour here. And I just sear it off here. Get a nice golden brown color on it. Should really get 3 in here. Okay. Let's see if y'all can see this. Right here where y'all can see it. Okay. What I'm going to do, y'all, I'm going to step off. I'm going to get them all good and browned up here. Once I get them nice golden brown, I'm going to come back here and we're going to do the gravy right quick. I'm going to do an onion gravy. We'll do the gravy right quick and then we'll put them in the oven for 2 hours. We'll have some nice tender pork chops. So we will be right back. Okay, y'all, we are back here. Okay, let me take the last pork chops out here. Just want to get a nice sear on them. They don't have to be dark golden brown. See that? See those? Just a little nice little sear on them. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the onions right into the oil here. Right into this nice oil. Get them nice and cooking there for me. I want to get some kind of sear on them, you know, a little translucent. They don't have to be cooked too long. What I really like doing with the onions is getting all that good flavor off the side of the pot here. I'm gonna soak up all that good stuff out of the pot. I'm gonna put a little bit more oil in here. The reason is because I'm gonna add some flour to this, and I need a little bit of oil for the flour to soak up the flour. Around just a little. You don't have to do it that long, y'all. Just just kind of get those little, as Emerald Lagasse would say, yum-yums off the side of the pot. Okay, now I'm gonna take some of the flour, same flour I breaded the pork chops with, and move it around. When I do this, I think of people, a couple of people have done this. When I'm making gravy and stuff with chicken or even pork chop, they see me use the same flour that I breaded the pork chop with. They say that is so horrible. Why am I using dirty flour to make gravy? They don't know this flour is the same flour that's on the pork chop. The same exact flour, and I'm using it. It doesn't, I don't know if these people just have just a mean spirit, just want to say something, or they actually don't know common sense stuff. So I just leave the comment up and just shake my head and, and just move on, because I just don't get it. So anyway, if you do that, we're going to pour some water in here, y'all. Water in here to thicken it. And I ain't going to put too much water, because they'll have a lot of pork chops going in this thing. So I don't want to overcrowd the pot. Okay, y'all know I love to put chicken base in here. It gives it an extra flavor. Chicken base with pork, it's not gonna hurt it. It gives it a distinct, awesome flavor there. So I'm gonna move that chicken base around in there. Y'all know I'm gonna use some black pepper too, and Worcestershire sauce. I use all that in my gravy. All that mixed up in there. All that chicken base in there good. Get that nice deep color. I'm gonna add a little bit more water here in a second. Right after I see how many pork chops. I'm gonna fit them all in here, but I don't want to put too much liquid until the end. I got 9 pork chops, need to go back in here and slowly simmer, braise in the oven here. Okay, put a little Worcestershire sauce in there, aka American soy sauce. That's gonna add a little bit more flavor and give it a little bit color too. Add a little bit more Worcestershire sauce. It does a lot for the smoked pork chop. It does a lot for the smothered pork chop, y'all. Now I'm gonna add some black pepper to this. Some black pepper in here. Well, I say y'all don't see me use black pepper too much, but I will use it in my smothered dishes. Just gives it an extra distinct flavor, y'all. Now I'm gonna taste this and make sure it's good and seasoned. I think so. I'm gonna add a little bit more chicken base, and that'll do it. Cause I'm gonna add a little bit more water, so that's gonna balance off the extra chicken base I just added. Okay, now I'm gonna add a little bit more water to this. And you can use chicken stock if you want to. Okay. Now y'all know as this simmer, it's gonna thicken a lot more. As y'all can see in my previous videos. See that? That's it, y'all. I'm gonna turn this off. Now we're gonna add the pork chops back to this. So I can get them all fit in here, y'all. See if I can fit them all in here. Let's 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now that's why I say I'm gonna add some more water liquid to this. Just a little bit more liquid. And this gonna be really completely concentrated once they cook, y'all. And this gravy definitely gonna thicken, because I remember I have flour already on the pork chops too already. That's gonna help thicken this more. So I'm gonna put this in the oven about 2 hours. After 2 hours, we're gonna have some. I'm gonna taste one. I already told him there's gonna be a half one missing. He would laugh. He said he understands. Gotta taste one for the chef. So anyway, I'll be back in a couple of hours. All right, y'all, we are back. I just took these pork chops out the oven. I actually let them cook 2.5 hours. So we're gonna see what we got here. There we go. These things are falling off the bone tender, y'all. Perfectly tender. You see how that sauce thicken up? Let me get a ladle here so y'all can see. See how the gravy, see how it's not too thick, not too thin. They having mashed potatoes with this tonight, and it'll go flow perfectly over the mashed potatoes. And like I said, they perfectly tender, and he knows it's gonna be one missing. I already told him we're gonna do a video on it, and he had no problem with that. They have more than they need. So what I'm gonna do, y'all, I'm gonna step off here, and I'm gonna put one on a plate here, and I'm gonna come back and show you how you can just cut it with a fork. You don't need no knife, no nothing. So I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we back here. And look at this, y'all. Let me show y'all. See that? Nice and hot. And this took, like I say, 2.5 hours. Look at that. This pork tender, y'all. Just falling apart. And this is so hot, y'all. So tender. A good gravy. Perfectly. This is perfectly seasoned, because you know I seasoned the pork chop. Then I season the gravy. Everything perfectly seasoned. Look at that. How the bone just come out of there. Look at that. It's a perfect smothered pork chop, y'all. And you can do this same method with chicken. You do it with beef. One thing I like about Dutch ovens, like I told y'all when I was doing it, I just got on from church. I've been up since 7 a.m. I have 2 church services, one at 8:30, ends at 10:30, and I rush across town to catch the one at 11, and it ends about 12:30, 12:45. I get home about 1:30. Shoot, I'm exhausted. So I put this on, put it in the oven around 2:30, take a nap for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I don't have to worry about it sticking. I don't have to worry about it burning up. I don't have to worry about nothing when you're cooking with a Dutch oven. It's just an awesome piece of equipment. So, yeah, it come out pork tender. So anyway, just a little video I just want to share with y'all. I have people neighbors and friends that want to actually brought the food over, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna put this whole pot. He gonna come get it, take it with him. I'll have the pot back in a couple of days. I've loaned him. I did food like that before. He really good at taking care of my stuff, so I trust him that well. So anyway, this is part of helping somebody. I love it. I absolutely love cooking for others, y'all. You just don't know. If you knew me on a personal level, if you're around me, I promise you, you will never ever starve. You'll never ever be hungry. If you're around me, if I know you, that's one thing. So anyway, let me close this video out. If you like this video, please share, please comment. Please follow my other social media accounts, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. And the hashtag, I live it every day. Help somebody, Old School Soul Food. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.